everyone. This is Shawnee Jackson coming to you live from the offices of Shamash Gifts LLC and Shamash Gifts and Creations LLC. Well, today I wanted to start the training for Build and Maximize Your Connections Journal. Okay, today's training I'm going to cover with how to utilize this journal for trade shows. Okay, how to connect specifically with contract manufacturers using this journal. If you, first of all, if you haven't purchased your copy of the journal, you want to go to this link at the top, amazon.com/DP/1710706 The link will be posted in this video, okay? But we're going to get started with the training. Okay, I was going to do a live video of this, but I thought it would be better to do this because I could do the screen share, which will be even better so you guys could see what I'm seeing versus trying to open the actual book up to try to show it to you guys as I'm talking. It's a little more challenging for you to see exactly what I'm talking about, but if I do a screen share, you guys will see. So the very first page is the cover, okay? So the second page, very self-explanatory. This journal is the property of, you're going to put your name there. You're going to get you a 5x7 picture and put it there. You want a horizontal picture and not a vertical picture because a vertical picture will not fit in that space. So you want to get you a 5x7 horizontal picture and put it there. You're going to put your name, address, email, phone number. Okay, that's self-explanatory. I'm not going to go through all this stuff, okay? Because you have the journal and you can read it. Okay, we can move on. Hold on a second. All right, so we have our table of content, and I'm going to go over that because it's going to tell you where everything is, okay? Dedications and acknowledgments is on page 5. Table of content is on page 7. My message to you is from page 9 through 11. The objectives, your objectives, sorry, is on page 12. Your intentions is on page 13. About the event is on page 14. Notes is on page 15 and 16, okay? Build and maximize your connection profiles is from page 17 through 216. And I'll explain more about that stuff later. Follow up is on page 217. 2020 calendar, okay, it starts on page 2020 calendar starts on page 218, okay, and there's a space for 2020 holiday and important dates. 2021 calendar starts on page 220, okay. 2021 holidays and important dates starts on page 221, okay. It's right there, as you can see. 2022 calendar starts on page 222, okay. 2022 holidays and important dates starts on page 223. Okay, then you have about Shamash Gifts and Creations LLC, 224. My gift to you, page 225. To-do list, page 226 through 229. Okay. Next trade shows to attend, 230 to 231. Notes is the last one, page 232 through 236. Okay, so that is our book. Now I'm not gonna read all this to y'all because you guys can already read that in the book. But the first thing um I'm going to do a separate video talking about objectives and intentions. So I'm just going to skip past that. Okay. Um, so this is, let me see, what's this one? About the event. Okay. I'm going to skip right on past that. Okay, this is where I want to start with this training, because this training is about building and maximizing your connections with contract manufacturers. Okay, so this is how you're going to use this journal. Now, when you talk to the contract manufacturer, you're going to walk up to their table. They're going to ask you, or you're going to ask them, I should say. You're going to say, hey, could you tell me a little bit about your business? And then they're going to tell you about your business. And when they start to tell you about their business, you're going to put that information in these sections right here. You're going to put down their name. If they tell you their name, you put down their name. If they tell you their title, you're going to put that down. You're going to put the company name here, like whatever the name of the company. Like if you're at a Toyota event, then you will put Toyota. If you're dealing with an event, if you're going to an event where the contract manufacturers produce and manufacture products for Toyota, then you'll put that company's name. So whatever the company's name is, you'll put it here. Chrysler LLC, or if you're at a Chrysler event, or whatever LLC, or whatever company it is, you put it there. Now, when you're dealing with contract manufacturers, you want to write in this section what products they mass produce. Okay? So, whatever products they mass produce, if they mass produce, like if you're at Kroger, a Kroger trade show, let's just say, and there's many types of companies there that produce food, then you want to put what food they produce. If they produce apple pie, then you want to put apple pie there. Like if they, whatever type of specific desserts that they mass produce, you want to put it in this section. So let's just say it's a contract manufacturing company and they produce desserts. Okay, if they say, okay, we make cakes, you can write the word cakes in there. Let's see. I wish I could write some of this stuff in here. Let me see. I don't know if Acrobat would allow me, because I would just write some of it in there, but I don't know if Acrobat is going to allow that. But you can put the word cakes, and you can put the different types of cakes. You can put apple cakes, or strawberry cakes, or 7-Up cakes, or pecan cakes, or whatever kind of cakes they produce. So that's what you can do. You can ask them if they are in any major retail stores. Okay, if they're in Walmart, Kroger, Target, if they have done business with the big three, and it all depends on what business industry you're in. Whatever business industry you're in, and whatever business industry that contract manufacturing event is, okay? If it's a industry from, like if it's a Toyota event, then you know it's in the automotive industry, all right? If it's Kroger, you know it's a food industry, okay? So it depends on the company. You're gonna do all that research. So you're gonna do all that research basically before you even get to the trade show. And like Mr. Cartwright said, I don't know if you go to Global Empowerment, you'll know. He said before you go to any trade show, you want to research all the exhibitors who are going to be showcased at the trade shows. You want to make sure that you do that research and get all that information so you'll know what products they sell, what products they mass produce, I should say, and you'll know if that company has done business with major retail stores already. Because if that company has already done business with major retail stores already, then guess what? Guess what? That means that all Walmart would have to do, if they put your name, your company name on their product, and Walmart already picks up products from them through another company, that means they'll just be able to just add your order to the list. And it just makes things a lot easier because those companies have already been vetted by Walmart or Kroger or whatever company it is, because why? They already do business with them through another company. So that's why it's important to do that research when you're talking, when you're getting ready to talk to contract manufacturers, okay? Now, right here where it says glue, tape, or staple his or her business card here. So whoever you talk to, you want to get a business card from them. If they don't have a business card, you can just write all the information here in these sections. But if they have a business card, you can just tape it here. And another thing too, sometimes when you go to events, they run out of business cards. That's what this is good for. But then it's still good practice to write the person's name in this section, whether they give you a business card or not, because you want to know who you're talking to. If you decided, or if you and that person decided and they made a deal with you today, you want to know that person by name. And what if the person who's representing the company, the person representing the company may not necessarily be the same person as whose name is on the card? Because I remember when I went to the Toyota event and I noticed that the sales rep who was at the table was not the purchasing person. So sometimes they'll have their sales rep to be at the trade shows. So that's why you want to write down the name of the person who you were talking to in this space where it says contact name. That's why that's so important. All right. Now, key components for conversation. Okay, you want to put whatever you talk about here. Like if they say, okay, I want you to, if you say, okay, I want to order 500,000 units from you, you want to put that you want to put that this person, you're going to buy 500,000 units for them, for Walmart or for Target or for whoever. Like whatever you discuss in this section, is what you're going to put in this section. That's why it's called conversation. Um, if you have some details about the product and or services that they offer, you can put it in this conversation part. Like if they have so many products that you can't fit them all in these 4 lines, now you have this conversation part where you can write down more details. Like let's just say you met with a company. We're going to do something very, very simple. Okay, let's say you met with a company that creates plastic cups. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that's who you met with, a plastic cup company. Well, you know, plastic cups, coffee mugs, all kinds of different stuff. And let's just say you filled up all these lines with all the products. All right. And so now you're like, okay, I have some more details. The company has about 20 colors of that cup. Well, you could write that in the conversation piece that, okay, this person told me they have 20 colors of this particular cup or whatever it is. So you can write that there. If the person said, well, I'm going to give my business card to my boss or to purchasing or to the CFO or to whoever, you can write that information here. Like whatever good news you receive from this talk, whatever good news you receive from this conversation, you're going to write it in this conversation section. Okay? Now, this next part, it says glue, tape, or staple the selfie you took with your contact here. Okay? Now, this section is important also. Now, if you decide that you want to take a picture with that person, like a selfie, or if you decide that you want to take a picture of the actual booth or the area to trigger your memory of this person that you're dealing with, then you can take a picture and you can glue it, tape it, or staple it in this section. This is the section, and this size is 5 by 7. Again, it's horizontal and not vertical, okay? So I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, now, observation. After you done met with this person or the people, because there's 100 of these profiles in this journal, all right? After you have met with them and they've given you a business card, and you decide, okay, before I meet with somebody else, I'm going to write down some notes about this person that's going to trigger my memory about this person or whatever. Observation. You can write down anything you want. What do you observe about the company? What do you observe about the person? Was the person warm and friendly? Was the person helpful? Did the person give you any information that helped you out? You're just kind of evaluating that company, evaluating the presentation of that company. So you're observing them and you're saying, okay, do I want to do business with them? Because remember, you're in charge, okay? You're not there to impress them because they're contract manufacturers, all right? You are the company owner and you're not there to impress them. You're there to pick a contract manufacturer that you want to do business with when you get your multi-million or multi-billion-dollar deal. So you don't have to worry about impressing them, All right. So that's why I created this section, observation. This, at one point, this section used to just be called notes, but then my spiritual mom said, you should put observation in there. At first, I didn't want to. But then I said, you know what? I should. I thought about it some more and I said, I should put observation in there because, that gives you the opportunity to reflect on the interaction that you had with this person, to reflect on what you've learned about this company, and just reflect on what your next moves are with this company. So you can write down all those things in this section, okay? So you write down all those things, all right? So that's it. Okay. All right. So that is it for that. Oh, there was one more thing. I forgot. I noticed that I skipped it by accident, but that's okay. Business industry, you want to make sure that you put whatever industry it is. Like if you are going to the opportunity exchange, well, we know that's a Toyota event. So that means for the industry, you will put automotive, okay, for that. Like if you were going to a Kroger trade show, then guess what you will put? You will put food industry, or grocery industry, something like that. Food, grocery, whatever industry it is, you will put it in this section. So that's very important when you're at these trade shows because even though Toyota may be an automotive industry, but you may get a company that you connect with at the trade show who may not necessarily be automotive. This is why you want to put whatever business industry that company is doing business in. That's very, very important. That's why you want to put that there. Because when I was at Toyota, there was a plastic company that was there. Okay? So that industry, plastic could be anything. Plastic itself doesn't have to be automotive. So, you can ask them what industry they're in, and everything. So you can ask them, there's a couple questions you want to ask contract manufacturers. You want to ask them, what do they sell? What products do they sell? You want to ask them, if you go to their website and you do the research on their website and you find out, let's see, you go to the website, you do the research on that particular company, and you look to see if they are in major retail stores. Let's just say it's food, okay? A contract manufacturer for food, okay? Let's just say it's cakes and pies and all that, right? Well, you go to the contract manufacturer's website, all right? Once you get to their website, and I'm going to do a whole separate video on researching the companies before the trade show, but I just want to say this, all right? So you want to make sure that you look at the website and you can see what products they sell on the website. You can see if the company has done business with major retail stores. Now, I noticed that when I was doing some research for this next trade show that I'm about to go to, when I was doing some research on that, I noticed that some companies did not have that information about Walmart, Target, and all that. They didn't have the companies they did business with. They didn't have all that information. Because they didn't have all that information, now I'm going to have to ask them a question when I go to the trade show. I'm going to have to say, hey, depending on, what industry they're in, have you done business with Walmart, Target? Have you done business with Meijer? Have you done business with any major retail stores? What major retail stores have your products been in? And they'll tell you if they have or not. Now, some of them may say, well, I can't tell you the name of the company and all that. But they'll let you know if they have been, if their products have been in major retail stores. And then if they say yes, that's definitely a company you want to deal with. So that's what you want to ask them. Okay, let's see. Ooh, 26 minutes and 17 seconds. All right, okay. I hope you guys have enjoyed this training. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you guys for watching. And once again, if you don't have this journal, you can get it. It's here on Amazon, okay? Let's see. Or you could get it from me personally, okay? And this is how you get it from me. You can meet me at Global Empowerment Ministries. I sold out of them, and basically I gotta order some more. I've ordered some, so I have a few coming in, and I'm gonna order more because I want you guys to, be prepared when you go to these trade shows. I really do. Okay? And I'm going to a trade show myself, so I'm going to be using this journal, okay, at the trade show. And then once I do that, I'll give you guys my testimony, because I'm believing that I'm going to connect with some really good contract manufacturing companies. I just have a feeling that I'm definitely going to connect with some good ones. And I'm going to connect with some that has already done business with major retail stores, okay? So that's it for this. Thank you guys for listening. I hope this training has been very helpful to you guys. There's going to be more coming. I'll do videos on various parts of the book, but you have to watch the videos. You have to get on YouTube and watch the videos. I want to do them every Monday, at least once a week, do a training on a specific section of the journal. But we'll see how that goes, okay? Thank you guys for watching. All right, get your copy of Build and Maximize Your Connections if you don't have it already, and take it to the trade show with you, okay? And remember, make sure to do your research on these companies, all right, before you go to the trade shows. Because let me tell you something, you don't want to waste your time, and you don't want to waste nobody else's time, okay? So you want to do your research, and here's why. Okay, I've been doing my research recently, and I'm going to the White Label Expo. And at the White Label Expo, I noticed that there's all kinds of different types of companies. And there's some that create alcohol. Well, as you guys know, I'm not trying to get paid off of getting people drunk. I just I just can't. I don't want I don't want my product to be alcohol, because I just have a thing about, I don't want to create something that could potentially cause somebody to get drunk. But there's all kinds of companies on there that mass produce alcohol, whiskey, and all the other different other kinds. I've noticed that. Why? Because I did my research and I know I can avoid those tables. That way I'm not wasting my time and I'm just talking to the people who I want to talk to. I'm talking to the companies who I want to talk to, companies that I feel can mass produce products that I want to bring to the marketplace. Okay? So that's very important, guys. All right? Thank you guys for listening. All right, I hope this video has been helpful. I'm going to get going because I have a lot of things I got to get going on, okay? All right, God bless you guys. All right, bye-bye.